This challenging yoga series will really sculpt and slim your waistline. Let's start with a yoga posture or asana called boat pose. Take your hands underneath your knees and just slowly curl back off your sitting bones. Lift the shins parallel to the floor and push into the soles of the feet. Now, if this feels comfortable here, stay here. If you'd like an extra challenge, go ahead and stretch those arms along the sides of the shins. Shoulders down, low belly really pulled in, sense of calmness. On an inhale, gently stretch the legs up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring them back down. And again. Now make sure that when you straighten your legs that you keep your spine tall. And exhale, 2 more. Find those lower abdominals, last one. And down, good. Now, take the hands right behind the hips and slowly curl your back down until you touch your forearms onto the floor. Pull the knees to the nose. Now this is gonna work both the lower and upper abdominals. Inhale, stretch the legs out on a diagonal, lift the chest. Exhale, curl the knees to the nose, squeezing out the air. And again. Now, if you want to add an extra challenge, go a little bit lower with the legs. And to ease up a little bit, go a little higher. Let's do 6 more. Keep watching your breath. Make sure that it's nice and fluid. Last 3. Really pull the belly muscles into the spine. And 1 more. Exhale fully, and then slowly come on down to your back. Nice work. Take the hands along the sides of the body. Gently lift the hips and bring the thumbs together so that when you lower the hips, the low back is a little bit longer and supported. Take the legs up, flex the feet. Now, if you need to bend the knees a little bit, you may. Inhale, slowly lower the legs until they're hovering right above the floor. On an exhale, pull in your lowest belly and get those legs on up. Good. Now again, if you feel that the low back is coming off the floor, just stop there and then draw back from there, okay? Last 3. Concentrate on finding those muscles right in between your hip bones. 1 more time to stay strong. Good. Now with control, lower all the way down to the floor and just take a moment, breathe deeply into those abdominals. Nice. Now moving on, take one knee in and then bring the other knee to it. Keep the feet together but bring the knees apart slightly. Take the hands up above your sternum and hook the thumbs together, working the upper abdominals. Exhale, curl the rib cage in and reach through your legs. Let's do 10 pulses there. Shoulders down, find those rib cage muscles. If your neck hurts just a little bit, just go ahead and put your hands behind the head. 4 more, stay strong. And pump the air out. Last 2 and 1. Now stay on up there, close the knees and reach over the left side of your body. 10 more pulses. Find that rib cage coming into the body. 4 more. Shoulders down. Neck is very free. Good, now hold here. Reach all the way up and over your knees. Try not to drop the upper body at all. Here we go, last set. Really find that left rib pulling you in and up. Shoulders down. Give me just 4 more. Last 2 and 1. Good. Now take the arms up. First, draw the knees into the chest, stretching the low back, getting that final exhale out through the abdominals, and then slowly take the feet onto the floor. Stretch your arms above your head. Stretch your legs out. Good, and then just take a moment of pause, breathing deeply into the belly. Okay, Let's work those side waist muscles. Come on over to one side of your body. Place one hand underneath the head and the other hand right in front of the ribs. Now look down at your legs. I want you to crease your hips just a little bit, flexing your feet, really strong inner thighs, trying to find those side waist muscles. Here we go. Exhale, lift both legs up into the air with control. Inhale, lower them down. And again. Really working from the side waist. Make sure the whole inner line of the leg is staying together. And again. Now, even though we're working side waist, really feel the low belly pulled in to support the lower back. You've got just 3 more. Last 2. Good. Now on this one, hold your legs up. Take an inhale. On your next exhale, lift them 1 inch higher. Good. Go a little deeper. Let's do that one more time. Exhale and lift. Really, really good. Come on down. Let's move to the other side. So once again, take one hand underneath the head, the other hand in front of the ribs, just a little bit of a hip crease and flexed feet. Here we go. Exhaling strongly, finding that side waist and lower. Really control the movement from the core muscles. And keep breathing. Very nice. We just got 4 more. Final 2, hang in there. Now on this one, hold it up. Pull your belly in a little tighter. And on your next exhale, lift it an inch higher. Good, let's do that one more time. Oh yeah, here we go. Come on down. Moving on. Let's go back into boat pose. Come to the front edge of your mat. And once again, roll back off your sitting bones. Find that parallel line between your shins and the floor, and then extend the arms long. Now for this next sit-up, if you'd like to keep your hands underneath the knees, you may. Otherwise, on an inhale, slowly roll down to the back, extending the arms out and the legs out. Exhale, roll back up and find your boat pose. And again. Notice how I'm not lowering all the way down, but I'm keeping my rib cage engaged. Good, nice and controlled. You know you can always modify by holding those knees. 4 more. Really works everything you got. And last 2. Last 1. And now hold it, lift a little taller. And then come on down and rest over your knees. Now this next sit-up is my favorite one. I want you to first roll the wrists out because we are going to be using the wrists a little bit. First, we're going to learn a pose called tabletop. Take your hands behind your hips and then bring the feet just a little bit closer. They should be hip distance apart. Inhale, press the hips to the ceiling. You can either leave your head forward, or if it feels good, you can drop your head back. Now, on your next exhale, keep the feet planted. Lift the hips down and then up through the arms, holding the hips off the floor. Let's do it 4 more times. Here we go. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, pull your hips through, hovering above the floor. And again, inhale. Good, stay strong. Last 2. And 1 more. Good. Now hold, see if you can just go 1 inch higher. And then come on down. Really nice work. Go ahead and roll your wrists out 1 more time. Now let's take a moment to stretch out those abdominals. Come on over to the stomach. Laying down, and we're gonna learn a pose called Sphinx. Take your fingertips out and bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Gently pull forward with the fingers, allowing the rib cage to open and the chest to widen. Anchor the hips and feel that really nice stretch across your abdominal muscles. Take a few breaths here. Really enjoy the feeling of opening all those great muscles that you just worked. 1 more breath. Very nice. Now gently take the hands by the chest and push back. Curl the spine just a little bit to stretch the low back. And let's push back into child's pose. Just take 1 breath here. Gently roll up to a comfortable seated position. Tall, relaxed body. Such nice work. Practice the series consistently and you'll begin to see a real noticeable difference in your waistline.